everyone, and welcome to my Bold and Beautiful Today update channel. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before we begin, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Warm and fuzzy, not the words you would use to describe Lee Finnegan on The Bold and the Beautiful. Her relations with Poppy and Luna show just how fierce and controlling she can be. Indeed, when speaking to Finn, Lee doesn't hash words when telling him exactly what he should do in any given situation. Does this accomplished croaker need to soften up and loosen the arm for her own benefit, as well as everyone differently. On the City Lee Finnegan, despite her professional success, Lee has had further than her fair share of trauma in her life. Her glamorous family. Poppy nearly ruined her career by having an affair with a wedded croaker at the sanitarium they all were. Utterly, Lee set up out her hubby. Jack had an affair with Sheila. Oh, and the madwoman is the natural mama of her son, Finn. Sheila also nearly killed Lee by slamming into her auto and pushing it off a precipice into the water as the auto dramatically burst into tears. Opinion time still. Nothing would be surprised if Lee suffers from PSD from just one of these heads. But Lee dogfaces on, taking multiple catastrophes in stride. What she doesn't do, and maybe understandably so, is relax or let her guard down. Usurpation. She tries to control her world as stylish as she can by controlling her family members, whether it's trying to force Luna to leave Forrester Creations or telling Finn how to bear in his marriage with Steffi. Kitty read further about Lee's guestee then. Look within, although her motives are relatable, Lee needs to realize that we cannot control anyone additional's guestee, only our own. Lee may need to learn the art of acceptance and moving on. Else, these once traumas will continue to mandate her life and hurt her. Dare we say the FA word remission? Not that Lee should blink the bad guest of others, but rather lighten the heavy psychic cargo on her own reverse. It's also not inescapably fair of her to carry a grudge towards her bastard Luna, who seems more like an innocent observer. That said, whether Lee should forgive Poppy remains to be seen. The free-spirited stock clearly comes across as sweeter and lighter, but that could just be a face appearance. We haven't gotten to really know this character yet, nor the secret that feel to be washing underneath her world. Particularly when it comes to Bill. Perhaps Lee really does know her family better than anyone and is right to watch her back. What do you suppose? Let us know in the commentary section below. Ridgeton do fight to oust Eric arc. The Bold and the Beautiful spoilers tease that Eric Forrester might not be the same man he was before his miraculous survival from his son Ridge. Forrester prefigured this himself, advising the clan that he didn't want his pater to come out of surgery a different man. He was pertaining to him being incapacitated, of course, but what if the exact contrary happens and Eric is a roaring barracuda, ready to seize back the arm at FC? This is a real possibility, one that could beget major pressure in the family. Oh, the Bold and the Beautiful spoilers. Eric Forrester's new lease on life. Eric showed his tang for life before his collapse at his Y with Steverake. Being given an alternate chance at life may make him appreciate his occasion with an aggressive zeal. Not everyone may like that. Looking at you, Ridge. Ridge prayed Eric to retire and play pickleball, for crying out loud. He indeed threw his cherished stapler out. Ridge isn't a man who wants to be too. How will he handle it? If traditional Eric squeezes his progressive way of doing effects to the side, perhaps he could take up pickleball. TB spoilers. Eric Forrester's Zest John 5 Finn. Finnegan is performing a slice etch treatment that will inescapably save Eric. After some time to recover, Eric will be back at FC and wanting to continue that he started. And that could mean major changes. Ridge Forrester versus Eric Forrester. Ridge has made it clear he's in charge at FC, but Eric has a secret armament at his side. RJ Forrester. Ridge's son was necessary in making Eric's final weeks memorable, and the love between them is impregnable. Tell us, BB suckers, are we foreknowing the future? A future where Eric and RJ platoon up against Ridge for the right to be Ogs at Forrester Creations. Kingston is expected. The Bold and the Beautiful spoilers indicate that Eric could end up shaking effects up at work, and not everyone will be on board. Perhaps Zen Forrester and Ridge will conspire against Eric and RJ. Be sure to catch up on everything passing with Babe right now. Jousted from Forrester family. The Bold and the Beautiful spoilers have verified that coming week on the CBS Cleaner Ridge Forrester has a change of heart and eventually agrees to the life. saving treatment his family wants to try on Eric Finnegan. No matter how this plays out, Ridge Forrester is going to have some explaining to do. Check out the bold and the beautiful spoilers for coming week below. The bold and the beautiful spoilers. The race is on to save Eric Forrester. According to IT spoilers, Dr. Hayes, Finnegan, and Bridget Forrester will eventually get authorization from Ridge to begin working to save Eric Forrester. Bammy PC asked, for spoilers, Ridge ousted from Forrester family. Why did Ridge stay so long to give in to the treatment? And did he have a change of heart? Or was he forced to subscribe off on it? Ridge Forrester has rankled a lot of his cousins by flexing his power and dragging his bases on a procedure that could potentially save his pattern. Ridge's opinions are starting to raise eyebrows around Forrester creations, and scuttlebutt has it someone will charge him of trying to let Eric die for his own particular stake in the company. When this is all said and done, a lot of people are going to have a dismissal to grind with Ridge Forrester. Whether Eric lives or dies now, it's going to look bad for Ridge. Still, everyone is going to believe that he'd have lived if Ridge hadn't waited so long if Eric dies. And if Eric lives, he's presumably going to have many questions of his own. Imagine waking up from a coma and literacy that you aren't knocking on death's door presently, but while you were out like a light, your son was fighting tooth and nail to pull the draw on you. BB spoilers. Ridge Forrester has some explaining to do. It's safe to say Ridge won't be invited to any family feasts any further. The bold and the beautiful rumors hint Eric Forrester may be so worried he could indeed oust Ridge from the family. Do you suppose Ridge handled Eric's illness each wrong? Or was he just looking out for himself? Could Krista Allen play Brenda Barrett? Recast, replace Vanessa Marcel as Sonny's love interest. General Hospital, spoilers reveal that suckers have been buzzing about Krista Allen's recent advertise about getting the charge at the bold and the beautiful Allen's contract wasn't renewed. So now everyone's wondering if she might score a job on another cleaner. Although Allen told Deadline that she was moving to Atlanta, Georgia, she could always swap or move back to Los Angeles if the right offer came on. Should Guy catch Allen up for a new part or maybe let her play a familiar bone? Allen earned plenitude of suckers as a Taylor Hayes recast on OMG and earned a Daytime Emmy nomination after taking over for Hunter Tylo in 2021. Likewise, Allen was a successful Billy Reed remake on Days of Our Lives when she took over for Lisa Rinna from 1996 to 1990. In other words, it wouldn't be Allen's first rodeo as a recast if General Hospital decided to bring her to Port Charles as someone suckers formerly know and love. That brings us to an idea that's formerly popping up on social media. Would Krista Allen make a good Brenda Barrett recast? Back in May, Vanessa Marcel posted on TikTok about declining an offer to return to the show and supposedly gave her blessing to remake the part. With that in mind, perhaps it's worth considering Allen as an implicit relief. Some observers consider Brenda Barrett to be Sonny Corinthos' true love, so she might be the one person who could steal him down from both Nina Corinthos and Carly Spencer. There's be a lot of great drama involved if the show brought Brenda back to PC, so maybe they should hire Allen and see if she can pull it off. It clearly wouldn't be the first time Gigi dipped up a former cast member from another cleaner and had them play a high-profile recast. In fact, they did it enough lately when they hired Kate Mansi to play a recast interpretation of Christina Corinthos DeBite. How would you feel about Krista Allen taking over the part of Brenda Barrett? Do you suppose Brenda is demanded back in Port Charles? General Hospital spoilers say some instigative effects could be brewing behind the scenes, so stay tuned for updates on any major casting news.